Hi everyone, and welcome to the Gypsy Broadway Tribute. Unfortunately, as you all have known, Gypsy sadly will close this coming Sunday, August 17th. Now, I shall give you guys all an honorary Gypsy tribute. This is dedicated to producer Tom Curdy and to the amazing, amazing company of Gypsy. I shall begin first with the leads. So before I do that though, I will tell you all a wonderful story about Gypsy. A long time ago, before I was known as the Broadway Titan, I used to go in the city with my folks, to visit. Mostly Toys R Us, whatever, explore the city, walk a little bit. Now, as I grew, as I hung out with them, I saw advertisements for Gypsy, the 2003 Bernadette Peters logo production, all over the place. And I said to myself, what is Gypsy? What is the point of that musical? And then, over the years, as I discovered it, by listening to the Grammy-winning original 60s album of Ethel Merman, I then come to realize that it was just another amazing musical comedy. So in due time, over the years, I grown to love the whole Gypsy score, the amazing music of Julie Stein, the amazing lyrics of Stephen Sondheim, and the incredible clever book of Arthur Lawrence. But what got me interested was the entire storyline. See, Gypsy was not just about the life of the amazing burlesque dancer, Gypsy Rose Lee. It was more of the story of the mother of the incredible star, Rose Hovick, or as we call him, Madame Rose, or whatever you like to call him. So anyway, to clarify, Gypsy was an incredible story that became a huge, successful example of a book musical. Now, Gypsy started off small, but over time, it grew, with amazing leading actresses playing the role of Mama Rose, from Angela Lansbury after Ethel, to the great Tyne Daly, to Bernadette Peters, to the Tony-winning acting of Patti LuPone, and finally, to the Tony Masterclass performance of six-time Tony-winning legend Audra McDonald. So Gypsy basically took me a long time to see live on Broadway, because over the years I've studied it, I've heard the score, I knew the story, but have yet to see it live. So the moment the show announced it was coming to Broadway this coming last fall, to the Majestic Theater after it got renovated, after so many years of hosting Phantom, I said to myself, let me go see it. Now, unfortunately, I did have a ticket to opening preview. I did get it. Unfortunately, I couldn't go that day because, I had my own schedule and everything. So after a while, I waited patiently to see it. And finally, I saw it last month, and it was an amazing experience. Gypsy was not just another amazing revival I saw on Broadway in my 10 years going, but it was also the 90th show, the 90th Broadway show I've seen on Broadway overall. It was also a milestone for me because not only did I get to see Tony winner Danny Burstein again after meeting him at Moulin Rouge, but also getting the chance to see Joy Woods and Jordan Tyson again in a musical. I saw them both in The Notebook last year and they were incredible. And the moment they joined Gypsy in those roles, I said, this revival is going to be amazing. And I was right, because in the end, Joy Woods got a Tony nomination. She was definitely my pick for Best Featured Actress this year, but, results didn't happen the way I expected, but that's okay. I was proud of her nonetheless. Audra McDonald, I've always studied for years. The one thing I never did was seeing a show with her live on Broadway in person. And that finally happened last month, and it was the best performance by her ever. It was amazing. I loved every single moment of it. But another star I need to shout out about is Leslie Margarita. Leslie Margarita, or otherwise known to everyone as Queen Leslie, here's the thing with Leslie. Years ago, when I first got into Broadway and I went to Broadway Flea Market, I took a photo with her and SpongeBob star Wesley Taylor at Broadway Flea. I was, of course, in a Mean Girls shirt. You probably all might remember that from all those old years. So after I saw her at Broadway Flea, I wanted to see a musical with her in it. Then as soon as she got casted in Gypsy, I said, awesome. In fact, actually, when she first got cast in Gypsy, I thought she was going to play the lead role of Miss Mazeppa instead of Tessitura. But as a result, I still liked the performance and it was incredible. I mean, I wanted to see Queen Leslie in a musical for a long time because I met her at Broadway Flea, but I wanted to see her performance live because I've heard amazing things about her, and I'm so proud of her. It is sad that this revival has to go, but nevertheless, this was a revival that I'm glad I didn't miss out on because this is an iconic show that I grew up with, and I just waited this long to finally see it. But I am very grateful I finally saw it. I wish all the stars the best of luck on their next Broadway ventures. And of course, I'd like to give a shout out, of course, to the stars. Thank you all for making my 90th Broadway show overall experience phenomenal. I will forever remember this memory of seeing this iconic show. And I wish you all the best of luck. So, in retrospect, Gypsy is a magnificent revival. I'm very glad it came to Broadway. I'd like to give also a shout out to the amazing director and choreographer, Tony winner George C. Wolfe. Beautiful job on the Gypsy revival. You nailed the revival. You knew what the fans, audience, Broadway wanted, and you delivered an excellent directing of a fantastic, iconic musical. Camille A. Brown. You might not remember me, but I did see you at Lincoln Center many years ago. But I'm very proud of you, and your choreography on Broadway is just amazing. Not only at Gypsy, but at Hell's Kitchen as well. I can't wait to see what your next Broadway choreography outing is going to be. You will get a Tony Award one day, I can see it. You nailed all the choreography. The moment I see every show you done choreography, it's just incredible. Just incredible. But yeah. So anyway, on behalf of me, the Broadway Titan, I just want to say thank you, Gypsy Broadway, for coming to Broadway, for coming back to Broadway. And to everyone involved, best of luck on your next Broadway gigs. May our paths cross again, as I will be one day sitting in the audience of your next show, and hope you all achieve your dreams of maybe getting a Tony Award or an Oscar or whatever, but, you know, good job to you all. Thank you all, and you have a wonderful day. Hashtag Gypsy Broadway. Hashtag everything's coming up roses.